Hi, my name is Cinder, and today I'm going to be taking you on an extensive tour of the Cinder 10k texture pack. I'm going to be playing a game of Bedwars. Wait, what's happening to the recording? Huh. Well, that was weird. Anyways, let's hop into another game of Bedwars so I can show off the tool. Okay, seriously. Why is music playing? I hope that song wasn't copyrighted. In any case, let's move on to this next Bedwars game. But first, a word from today's sponsor, the subscribe button. I know you've probably heard of this a million times, but please consider subscribing to the channel. It's free and helps me afford $1 ramen noodles. As always, you can always unsubscribe later. Thank you so much, and back to the video. As I was saying, let's move on to the different features of Cinder 10k. Now, there are actually a couple of reasons for why this pack is great. From the clean wool texture, to the satisfying block sounds, to the meticulously designed armor, this texture pack is simply impeccable. I swear to God, if you go into another overly dramatic montage. Hold up. Right with you. I'ma get right with you. Bad bitches fuck up the dismissal. Hold up. Right with you. I'ma get right with you. Bad bitches fuck up the dismissal. Well, this entire video was ruined. The only way to salvage it is to obviously leak personally revealing information about me through a Q&A. Do people around you know that you have a YouTube channel? Surprisingly, not a lot of people in real life know about my YouTube channel, mainly because telling people you make Minecraft videos on the internet isn't usually the coolest thing in high school. However, 2 or 3 of my closest friends do know about this channel, so hi, and please don't expose this channel to anyone from school, please. Why did you choose Minecraft? I actually initially didn't. I started off by making typical gaming essays, but eventually switched to Minecraft after a TikTok of me building a house in Hypixel UHC duels blew up on TikTok. What software do you use to edit your videos? Throughout this channel, I've used Sony Vegas, Premiere Pro, and After Effects. Recently, I switched to Blackmagic Design's DaVinci Resolve because, unfortunately, it's just built different. Although, I still use After Effects from time to time. PC specs, pretty embarrassing, but yeah. How did you come up with the name Cinder? Also, apparently a character named Cinder from RWP Ruby? Is it? Ruby. Okay. Apparently a character named Cinder from Ruby has the same red color scheme and eye patch, which is completely coincidental. How tall are you? 6'9". Will you ever make your own Lunar cosmetics? I don't know if Lunar client would ever give me a partnership, considering I am not heavily involved in the Minecraft PvP scene, but if I could have my own Lunar cloak, I'd probably ask them to design something like this. 5 favorite anime: Attack on Titan, Assassination Classroom, Jujutsu Kaisen, The God of High School, and Food Wars. I'm only saying these titles because they're the only ones I've watched and finished. What film do you love the most? I'd have to say Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, although I did recently watch Shang-Chi, and bruh, yeah, it was pretty good. How old are you? Just a casual 60 years young. What do you do when you have no ideas for videos? The actual issue is I have too many video ideas, but I don't have enough time to script, record, or edit them all. At the moment, I probably have about 70 more video ideas, so I'm pretty set for a while. Does it take a long time to edit videos? Yeah. What is something that everyone looks stupid doing? Asking for high pixel ranks in Bedwars Lobby 1. Do you stream on Twitch? Also, hi Cinder. Oh my god, hi Canadian Minecraft Twitch streamer Eli Plays, who you should definitely follow on Twitch. I do stream on Twitch, I'm so glad you asked. My username is sub2cinder, and you should definitely follow me if you want to see me painfully failing at Minecraft for multiple hours on end. Why are you so good at Minecraft? Probably genetics. Do you believe in aliens or ghosts? Yes, actually. When I was really young, I was really scared of this story about a horrifying alien named the Garg. He was rumored to be a 6'3" masked killer that would roam the streets tormenting innocent families and their children. At night, I would keep my lights on and hide under my blanket in case the Garg entered my house. In hindsight, it was an extremely weird time of my life, but not as weird as you gargling on these nuts. How long have you been making YouTube videos? You might not believe this, but I've been making videos on YouTube for over 8 years now. I started off by uploading videos from my iPad and eventually moved on to Rocket League gameplay before finally settling on this channel right here. Do you work out and are you fit? Again, most of you might not believe this, but yes, I actually do work out and go outside. This may be mind-boggling to some considering the fact that I am a Minecraft YouTuber, but I've trained in high-performance programs for tennis, soccer, and basketball for most of my extensive lifespan. I also go to the gym twice a week as I am on my journey to becoming a ripped Chad who wears Gymshark tank tops and drinks protein shakes 5 times a day. Where are you from? I'm currently located in the North Pole. It's quite chill here and the ping isn't great, but the igloo provides great insulation. What other games do you play, and are you willing to try out any other games like Minecraft, such as Terraria? Some of the best games I've played are the Borderlands and the Watch Dogs series, along with the standard GTA 5. I've also competitively sweated at Rocket League, Brawl Stars, Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, PUBG Mobile, Tower Unite, and Wizard 101. However, one game I would highly recommend to anyone is Double Action Boogaloo. It's honestly so underrated and the gameplay is extremely fun with your friends. I'm also willing to try out other games like Terraria, so if you have a game you consider S tier, drop it in the comments and I'll be sure to check it out unless you recommend Genshin Impact. What YouTubers were your inspiration? I actually have an entire list, but some of my main inspirations are Mysterior, Jonah Ryan, Sin69, and Lunar, all of which are insanely creative content creators. You like jazz? Yeah. Can you do a step-by-step survival series? It's on the video idea list. When did you start this channel? I started this Cinder channel in October of 2020. As my about section says, it was the afternoon of October 7th, 2020. I had just spent 6 hours making dozens of new Genshin Impact accounts to reroll in hopes of getting a 5-star character from the awful gacha system. After rewatching the same YouTube walkthrough over and over, I decided to actually do something with my life and created this YouTube channel instead of hunting for virtual waifus. And yes, I did in fact eventually get ka-ching. What is your dream in life? To watch Killer Bean in my New York City penthouse filled with nothing but a couch, a TV, and an absurd amount of Chick-fil-A bowls. Do you have any exes? Yes. Me as an avid Minecraft player and prior Rocket League player has definitely 100% been in multiple relationships and is absolutely great at dating. Who is your favorite Disney princess? Probably Mulan, because dressing up as a guy to fight in a war is pretty Chad, not gonna lie. What are some of your future goals? Probably to reach the point where I can actually live off YouTube ad revenue so that 1, I won't become a disappointment to my parents, and 2, so I can pay for a flight to New York City where I can watch Killer Bean in a penthouse. Who's your favorite Bedwars player? Unironically, it would have to be Lovenox, because he's basically the Giga Chad of Hypixel Bedwars. How does it feel to be famous? I'm not famous yet, so I wouldn't know. Will you marry me? Yes, moi. What is the meaning of life? To sit on your couch, watching Killer Bean on your TV, eating Chick-fil-A bowls in your New York City penthouse. Do you have a studio to record? No. I currently record and edit in my parents' basement, which when paired with the noisy fans and 32 degrees Celsius temperature, is obviously the most optimal place to be recording and streaming Minecraft. If you could be any other YouTuber for a day, who would you want to be? Probably Mr. Beast, I think. I'd probably go to his warehouse where he stores all his cash and export it to my local post office so that I can fund my New York City endeavors. Are you going to post on TikTok? What are your other hobbies? I'm not gonna lie, I have a pretty boring life, but some of my hobbies are reviewing a variety of chicken sandwiches with my friends, drinking bubble tea, and watching sleep ASMR videos. How do you feel now that you've got 9.33k subscribers? I'm going to be actually serious about this question. It's honestly insane to see the support I've gotten this past year, and I really appreciate every single one of you watching my videos and supporting me in the comments. It honestly blows my mind that my goal for 2021 was to get 500 subscribers, which at the time seemed absolutely unobtainable. I really couldn't thank you all enough, and I really appreciate you being here, so thank you. When face reveal? What about right now?